humerus, and the clavicle. Next Monday we study inferior appendages. Okay?
Scapula, hand, humerus, radius, ulna.
Yes, yes. Left hand has no color pictures. Okay? And the book you have has a lot of color pictures. Okay. The list is around the bones. It's around the bones. Okay. Not like this. This just has a list. No bones. If you guys go to blackboard, they have those bones, labeled bones, on the blackboard. Okay. So first one is scapula. Scapula is heavily been tested. All right. So you can see about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's about 12 markers. Okay, for the scapula. First one is acromioclavicular facet. Acromioclavicular facet. Firstly, this structure is called acromion. Okay, this is called acromion. And by the side of acromion, you're going to find a very small structure over here, which is not very clear. This is plastic one. If it's the real bone, you can find something over here. This one is used to form a joint with the clavicle, like this. Okay, so it's a very small structure over here. All right, so that's the acromion, clavicular facet. So it's over here, very tiny. Acromion process is extension. You can see this is the transverse process, right? Okay, we call this spine. Okay, spine, transverse spine. Extension of the spine, you have acromion. Okay, or you call it acromion process. Coracoid process is this one. Okay, coracoid process. Scapular notch is this one. Okay, scapular notch. Glenoid cavity, this one. Lateral border and median border. So this glenoid cavity is always facing laterally. So same side, this border is lateral border, and this is median border. Okay, this whole length, Okay, lateral border, median border. And we have an angle, we have superior angle and inferior angle. So this is superior angle. This is inferior angle, okay? Inferior, superior angle. We have supraspinous fossa and the infraspinous fossa. This is infraspinous fossa, this is supraspinous fossa. Okay? Supra above, infra below. Below what? Spine. So supraspine is above it, okay? Fossa, this is fossa. In the transverse scapular spine, you can just call this spine. Some book just labeling this as spine. Okay, it's a transverse spine. Okay, so that's for the scapula, and also for most of the bones, you have to decide is left or right. Like this one, the flat side is always used to attach your thoracic cage. Okay, this is facing laterally. If you put it on this side, you can't do that. Otherwise, you have to do like this, right? Mm-hmm. And so spine is facing posteriorly. So this one has to be like this. So this is the left one. Okay? So in the bone test, well, for some of the bones I'm going to ask you is left or right. Make sure you know. Radius. This is radius. Okay? So it has a head. This is the head. Neck. Radial tuberosity. Okay, it's a rough, most of the tuberosity is a rough area. Okay, and styloid process. This is styloid process. Okay, you can feel your styloid process at your thumb side. Okay, that's styloid process. If you're thin, it's more obvious. Okay, that's for the radius styloid process. If you look at this, raise it up, you can see two facets. Okay? The one close to the styloid process, this is navicular. Okay, navicular facet, this is lunate facet corresponding to the navicular lunate bone in your couples. Okay, couple bones. And this one, because this is joining with the head of the ulna, so we call ulna notch, like this. Okay, so that's ulna notch. All right. It's a little bit difficult to decide this bone is left or right, but you still need to do it. Okay? How to decide this bone is left or right? You have to see where the ulnar notch is, because ulnar notch is always facing medially. Okay, always facing medially. Okay? Then this is flat side, this is rough side. Okay? Rough side is just kind of similar like this, right? Your anatomical position is always like this. So flat side has to be facing anteriorly, the rough side facing posteriorly. Then you're looking where the ulnar notch is. Okay, now this ulnar notch is facing medially. It has to be from your left forearm. Okay, that's how you decide. Radius is from left or from right. Okay. For the ulna we tested mostly testing heavily on this side. Okay. So this side has a olecranon. Okay, this one is used to fit in the olecranon fossa, fits here. Okay. So you have the olecranon, you have coronoid process. This is coronoid process. Okay, and this we call the trochlear notch because of the trochlea over here. This is trochlea. So this trochlear notch fits here. Okay, fits here. So it's called trochlear notch, or called ulnar notch, because it's like a new moon. If you look at it transversely, okay, ulnar notch or trochlear notch. It also fits with the head of the radius in here. So radial head fits here. So I call this as a radial notch. This is a key structure to decide if this bone is left or right. Okay. And on this side, you have head of the ulna, it's very small, and you have styloid process. Okay, this styloid process is very sharp. It's more obvious. It's on your pinky side. Okay, over here. Okay, you can easily find it and touch it. That's okay, styloid process. So both radius and ulna has styloid process. Okay, one is on here, one is on here. Okay. To decide this bone is left or right, firstly, this hook, trochlear notch, has to be facing anteriorly. Okay, has to be facing anteriorly. Then you're looking at for the radial notch. Radial notch has to be facing laterally. Okay, has to be facing laterally. If you put it on your left forearm, it's wrong because this is facing medially, right? You have to put it in your right forearm. Now this is facing laterally. The radius is on this side, so this is from your right side. Okay, that's how you decide the ulna. Humerus. On this side, so both sides are tested a couple of times for the humerus. You get a head. This is easy to understand. Next to head, this is a neck. Okay, it's circling around. This is a neck. Because this is anatomical neck, because anatomically it's just next to the head. Okay, we have a surgical neck over here, because that's more frequently when this bone is broken. This is the broken side. Okay, anatomical neck, and also you can see two big rough projections. Okay, we call this tubercle. This is the greater tubercle. This is the lesser tubercle. Okay, and between the tubercles, you get a invaginated groove called intertubercular groove. Okay, this is intertubercular groove. And on either side of the groove, we have this crest. Okay, crest. So we have this medial tubercular crest and the lateral tubercular crest. How you decide is medial or lateral? The same side of the head is the medial side because head is always facing medially, right? So this is the medial side, this is the lateral side. Okay, that's for the crest. Okay. So this is mostly for the upper portion. For the lower portion, please pay attention to this. This is a very sharp, big one. You call it trochlea. Okay, this is trochlea, and this smooth, much lower one, this is called capitulum. Okay, capitulum, trochlea. Trochlea is much larger. Okay, then you have this condyle. Okay, same side, medial. Okay, medial supracondylar condyle. Okay, that's the lateral condyle, medial condyle. Okay, and same side, all right, medial condyle, other side, lateral condyle. And after that, you have this sharp ridge over here, this one and this one. This is supracondylar ridge. Okay, supracondylar ridge. If it's the same side of the head, you call medial supracondylar ridge. This is lateral supracondylar ridge. Okay. And also you can find these imaginations. Okay, this one is for the coracoid process. Okay, this process, for example, when you bend your forearm, okay, like this. Okay, bend like this. This bone going to here, so this process will fit in here. So we call it coracoid fossa. For the back, when you extend your forearm like this, okay, so this olecranon, see, will get into here. Okay, so we call this as olecranon fossa. Okay, olecranon fossa. All right, so that's the basic structure for the humerus. You also need to decide this humerus is left or right. Okay, when you decide that, number one, you put the olecranon fossa towards posteriorly. Okay, it's backwards always. All right, and then you're looking for the head. Head has to be always facing the middle line. So you cannot put it on this side. It has to be form joined with the scapula, right? Okay, it has to be put on this side. Then you know it's from your left arm. Okay, you need to do practice for many times. Ask your lab mate. Okay, this is left or right. Okay, you tell each other. The next one is the hand. Hand is quite easy. The only difficulty is the collarbone. Because metacarpal 5 is very easy. The shortest one is the thumb. Okay, so it's counting from here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 metacarpal. Phalanges. The thumb only gets proximal, distal. Others get proximal, middle, and distal. So those are easy things. Okay, little bit difficulty is those bones. Okay, those bones you can find that the first row is this. Okay, so you count it from the side of the thumb. This is the navicular. Okay, lunate, triquetrain, pisiform. That's first row. Okay, first row. All right. If you cannot decide, you start it from the pisiform because it's a P-shaped. Okay, it's a P-shaped. And the second row starts from here. Trapezium, trapezoid, capitate is the largest bone in this row. Capitate. Hamlet has a hook. You will never miss it. That's the only one. Okay, that has a hook in the couple bones. So all of this, I think the 3 bones are very easy to be decided. Pisiform is very easy, right? It's P-shaped, like a P. Okay? Hamlet has a hook. Capitate is the largest. Okay? Alright? And then the others, just remember, moon-shaped, okay, ulna. Alright? Navicular, 4-sided. Okay, 4-sided. Okay? That's how I try to remember those. Okay, if I can figure one and then the other 2 or 3 are more easy. If you can figure 2, okay, like this row, you have one has a hook, one has really big one, capitate, because cap means the hand.